Hello. It's kind of crappy lighting in here. And I cannot talk very long because my husband went to get us some Chinese food. So I wanted to touch base about some more Chris Watts facts. I know I haven't talked about part 2 of More Blood on Their Hands about the family and such because I've been so busy. Oh, I better not put it that way because then it films it wrong. But I did write some notes, and I was listening again to the recent prison interview that he had when he was asked what he was thinking on the drive out to work that morning. And he said, could he have saved his girl's life? Could he have saved his girl's life? Why did I do that? All during the 45-minute drive. Well, once again, he was talking in past tense with the could have saved and why did I do that? So why would he say that with his girls in the back seat if they were still alive at that time? In my opinion, I do not think they were still alive. It's mind-baffling to some of why he would be lying, but he's still trying to protect Nikki. I don't really know why. Maybe she visits him. Maybe she talks to him incognito. Who's to say? I don't really think he has any visitors, but who's to say she's not writing him? And also, I had saw some recent pictures people had taken of the front and back of the house, which it did look very saddening and lonely and desolate. But the weird part, I'm still kind of new to YouTube, so I could not download this picture that shows the back, which is hardly any yard. I mean, their backyard is basically like if you drove up to the back of an apartment. I mean, apartment still has like some yard there. It's so easily accessible and easy access to get in and out. I will do all my best to try to get these pictures uploaded, but if you can go on YouTube and go on some of the sites that are for Shanann, people have recently went there and taken pictures, and it is not much of a yard in the back. I mean, it's not even a lot, you would call it. I'm used to that's just the side of my yard. See, the side of my yard is like the littlest part of my yard, and basically it showed the outside of their house, and there was not even this much space of the back of their house. And a lot of us were like, wow, for being such a big house, that back is very open and there's not a lot of space. And then also at the time, there was empty lots and vacant houses, and I think they still are now, but not as much. So some things to ponder about, because the house is easily accessible in the back. We know there's no cameras because I've talked about that since the beginning of this. I know a lot of people have now, but I even have videos of it. And now that I've seen the pictures of the back, it's definitely easily to get to the back. It's very strange, actually, and odd how they have the backyard set up. If you can go on Facebook and go to some of Shanann's or the Ruzick group, like support groups for them, and you will see people's recent pictures of it. It's mind-boggling. And then, as I said about the 45-minute drive, and I was listening to the police interview again, and how he talks in past tense when they were supposedly in the truck still alive. That all still odd to me. I just don't believe him about that. Then the other thing I saw someone mentioned, which I already have a video on this, and I told them, oh, I have a video on YouTube about this. They're talking about him taking the picture of the refrigerator temperature or whatever to do with the chicken, and that the mistress talked about eating grilled chicken on July 4th, but Chris talked about eating grilled chicken on August 3rd or 12th, because the murders were supposed to happen early morning on the 13th. So the 12th is when the neighbors saw him grilling around 7:30, and they did not see the girls. So I'm thinking maybe they did have chicken both times because they were into protein and sports and their body, and grilled chicken's good for you to eat. And maybe the mistress was picky about the temperature of chicken because of salmonella, or just the temperature of chicken because you can get easily sick. What are your thoughts on this? Like and subscribe.